Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ImaginAdventures podcast. This is Mahina. Very happy to have you back. How are you all doing? Right, so today let's talk about a little bit more about money. Money is a very interesting topic. You either love it or hate it. You have a lot of conceptions about what money is for you. I mean, we're all the same. We have grown up either with a lot of money or not enough money. We understand that money leads the world, and with money you can do a lot more things that without money. We also understand that money is not everything, that money doesn't make you necessarily happy. However, it contributes to our happiness. So money is something that I believe should be shared equally, to be honest. I really wish that we could live in a world where no one would need to struggle for survival. Money is very, let's talk about some association to do with money. Money seems to be very linked to fear. It is one of the ways that we know we are being controlled in the world. We know we are being not controlled necessarily in a devious way, although it depends who is controlling the money and us. But money is actually a very important and useful tool to keep the world in, let's say, a kind of order. Because without money or without society, even though we don't necessarily appreciate everything that society does, let's face it, it would be a very chaotic world. It would be great to have a world where everyone can express what they want and do what it is that they want. But if we really look at it, it would be, especially with the how many people we are today, it would be quite difficult to ensure that everybody has an equal right to everything. So, personally, I don't like to play the game of society nearly as much as other people that I know. So, like I said to my own brother, you are taking the Monopoly game out and playing with it. I literally put the game away. So, that is my personal choice. However, of course, we need to have a foot, 2 feet, anchored in that 3D reality. And at the moment, this is what the world looks like, even though it is changing very rapidly. So money is one way that allows us to, so it forces us to be in that state of fear constantly, because we are always scared to lose what we have. And yet it also has that energy of hope attached to it, because we're always hoping to get more. Whether it is through getting a promotion, or we want to win the lottery, or we play games, we gamble, or we do some special deals with people, or we create our own business. Whatever it is that we do, our main motivation is not actually the money, but money is the means to an end. So we need the money to get to where we want to be. So whether you want to be living in a different place, you want to move country or town, you want to provide your family with more comfort, better amenities, then you need money to do that. This is the way that the world is today. Back in the day, we used to exchange 5 chicken for maybe a dress or something. Or today we use money to do that. So money is not bad, it's not good, it is just energy. That's what I really believe. When you have clients, for me, as a quantum manifestation coach and a writing and self-publishing coach, when I work with clients, it's the same way as when I work with my own mentor and coaches. The money that we spend for each other's services is energy. It is just an exchange of energy, the same way that you exchange your time and your knowledge and your resources and everything that you have with someone else, and they give you money for it. It is just an exchange of energy. You buy a car, you pay money for it. Again, it's an exchange of energy. It looks more tangible when you pay with actual bills or with your bank account, and you see the numbers leave your bank account, and then you get a car in return or a phone in return, or something like that. It looks more tangible, so we believe that it has more immediate value, mainly because it has a more instant gratification thing going on. But when you pay for a course, or when you pay for a service, when somebody comes and repair your internet service, or when somebody comes and repair your the leaks that you have in your kitchen, it is also a service, and it is as valuable. You just tend to see the gratification or the exchange. You feel more satisfied once the service is done, because then you see the result. However, what I really think is wonderful is that we are now spending a lot of money, energy, on self-development, and it is beautiful, because I really believe that it is part of a beautiful wave of genuine people who finally realize that everyone has something valuable to offer to others, and we monetize that. We exchange our energy and money for that, and it is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Back in the day, somebody had was stung by a scorpion or was burned, and someone would come and use their gift to stop the fire. I don't know if you've heard about people like that, but I have 3 people who literally have the gift next to where I live, and you don't pay them necessarily, but you give them a jam, or you give them a pie, or you invite them for dinner. You do something for them, and it's the same thing. It's an exchange of energy. And so some people are a little bit superstitious. They think that money is associated with some negative connotation. But what's very interesting is that money is basically like everything else. It is what you make it. So whether you believe you're worthy of having a lot of money or not, again, it's your story. Whether you believe money is good or evil, it's your story. Whether you believe money grows on trees or doesn't, it's your story. When I say your story, again, it can be something that you've been told, or something that you believe because of what society is showing you. But again, it is something that you can always analyze, look at what your beliefs are around money, and decide to change this from one day to the next. It's absolutely fine. So, when you want to manifest abundance, so the money that you spend, we always say, spend money, you're going to get it back. It's not the money, you're not going to get back the same amount of money that you've spent on someone, and it's not going to necessarily be given to you by that person. But what is very interesting about that is that if money is energy, it needs to move. It needs to keep moving. Energy is constantly moving. And that's why we tend to say, money needs to move. If you've got some money, yes, you can save it, obviously. Save some money because you want to move it later on and buy a house or invest in something. But it is very important, and it can be money or it can be things that you own. But what I do regularly is I empty my cupboard. I look at what I've got, and I choose probably 20% of my clothes every couple of months, and I give it away. It is energy that is moving. I'm helping a couple of people in Africa to live better. I don't need to spend more money than I can afford for them at the moment, but sending that money all the way across the world to help someone literally survive is also very beautiful. And what I've noticed, which is actually really interesting, because this has happened in just 2 years, that literally the more I give, the more I receive, and the more I receive, the more I give. Not in the sense that it is quantifiable. You can't necessarily put a number of that. I'm not going to say I spend $1,000 and I get 2,000 back, or I spend 1,000 and I get that same 1,000 back. I'm going to say I gave $30 there, $500 there, and my time there, and my energy there, and I gave all of these things over the last 2 years, and I gave almost $500 worth of my own books as gift to people. And I gave so much over the last 2 years, especially energy with clients and stuff like that. And I have gotten so much in return. It is not even quantifiable. It is not even, it is money. Yes, I've been getting paying clients. I've been getting gifts. I've been getting unexpected money coming in. But above that, I've been getting so much positive energy. It's been a very beautiful exchange of positive energy. And my own perspective about money has completely shifted. And it took a while to get there because we live in a world where we are scared of losing what we have, where we tend to associate money with pretty much what value we have. But it's not because you earn $50,000 a month or $500 a month that it changes you as a person. It has nothing to do with the value that you have to offer the world. I do believe, however, that what you have to offer the world, you need to understand that it got value. So whether you are a very kind person, whether you are a very giving, or you've gone through a lot of things in life and you can help others overcome obstacles, these things, these experiences in your life, in today's world can be monetized. And it doesn't mean that you're going to become a business person. It doesn't mean that you're going to use it and abuse people. Quite the contrary. If you do this from a place of love, and you do this because you understand that you've gone through a very personal experience, it is your own, but maybe around the world a few other people are going through the same thing or something very similar, and you're able to help them. And you can probably help them a lot more than doctors or psychologists or friends or family can help them. Some people don't even have access to friends or family members that they can really trust, or they're not open enough with them, and you can literally save a life. And to be honest, it can be something like that, or it can be something even that is like an experience. We pay to go and see the movies, to go to the cinema. We pay to watch Netflix. We pay to read a good book. We pay to go to Disneyland and have a fake but fun, entertaining experience. And what I'm doing with my personal mentor is I pay her for a program that is quite literally an adventure. It is quite literally a magical journey. It is a lifetime journey, but it is something that you cannot even quantify in a way, or you cannot, she put some values on it, and it has mostly to do with the time that she's giving us and the fact that she's there for us to go and walk through it all. And obviously the program that she offered, which has a lot of value in itself. But it is very interesting because, yes, what I'm paying for is not necessarily something that I can see in a tangible way right now, but it's something that I value a lot. And, when I do that, when I realize how much I value this, I don't even think about money as I'm spending that much money. This is what I want to get in return. So again, it depends on what you see money as. If you see money as something that you need to get or you want to get because you want to get something else, that's absolutely fine as well. Just again, make sure that the intention behind it, the less ego-driven your intention is, the more powerful it's going to be. So you'll find that when you want to manifest, say, a lot of money because you want to buy a new car, it can, I'm not saying it will, because it depends on the people. If you're really determined to have that car, then you will get it. But if you want to have that car just to show it off to other people, it's not going to be the same as if you really want to have a good car that's working because you want to travel across the United States and have the time of your life traveling. So the experience, the value that you put on the money is what matters. The intention behind it is what matters. So when you help others, what you're doing is, it's not about how much money you give to charity, or it's not about how much money you give others. You shouldn't give to get back. You will be getting back when you give, but the intention behind giving should not be to get back. You just simply give because it feels good to you, and because, to me anyway, when we give something, we instantly receive anyway. We instantly receive something wonderful, that akin to love, that akin to feeling just like beautiful. You feel great because you've helped someone, or you gave your time or your money or your energy to someone else, and they are better off now. Or even a smile, they feel better now thanks to you than they did a few minutes ago. So this is what's beautiful. And if you allow the universe to just also give back to you by simply being grateful for what you have already, then more money, more abundance will flow into your life. It can be money, but it can be abundance. Shows up in so many different ways. We tend to associate abundance with money, but abundance is so much more. Abundance is just that feeling of overflowing love, overflowing money, overflowing security, overflowing freedom, overflowing inner peace, feeling of being totally happy, joyful. So this to me is abundance. So yes, so money. Think about your relationship with money. What does money really mean to you? Can you love money a little bit more? Can you change your belief around money? Think of money as energy. Energy is not good or bad. Energy is just there. And money as energy is actually abundant. There is way more than enough for everyone. We just need to be open to that idea and stop believing that money is limited to a few, that the people who have money are all evil or all selfish, because that is also a belief system, and if it's what you believe, it is always going to be true for you. So have a look about how you think about money. Write down 3 or 4 or even 5 things that you think about money, and write the opposite next to it, and see if you can see money as, or visualize money as a little fairy maybe, or as a little something that feels good to you, a little animal, or something that represents money to you. And begin to be gentle with it, and just be like, oh, I actually like you, I actually love you. Okay, let's hang out together for a bit, and just see how it goes with money. So there you go, beautiful friend, beautiful people, beautiful soul. I hope that you enjoyed this podcast. I can't wait to talk to you again next week, and I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.